as a kid, I never learned how to really ride a bike, and it made me feel massively uncool growing up. And so when I got to Philly as an adult, I decided that I'd give it one more go. And a few days into learning how to ride a bike as an adult, I was pedaling down Washington Ave, wearing sneakers and a bathing suit from Rainbow and a helmet on my way home from the Pride Parade. And I was feeling really good because for the first time in my life, I was having a really fun time on a bike. And I thought, if this just keeps up for like 1 week, I'll have become a biker. And then I turned left down 17th Street, and just immediately a car was behind me. And as it sped past me, the driver rolled down his window and shouted, "You shouldn't be on the road," and then swerved into me, sending me flying. And I know. And as I'm in the gutter, I'm just like, the fuck? And I take stock of myself, and I'm okay, but my bike isn't. So I walk it actually, to my friend Zach's house. And I'm kind of like bemoaning my situation and licking my wounds. And he says, "Listen, Kels, I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm glad you're okay, but you gotta get over it because bikers are hit by cars all the time in Philadelphia. And so as a biker, you really need to file a police report so that they have accurate numbers about how often this happens." And I thought, did he just call me a biker? Like, awesome. I'm gonna do that. And so I called Philly non-emergency, but they were closed because it was a Sunday. And I thought, no big deal, I'll call tomorrow at work. And so on my lunch break, I call non-emergency and I say, "I'd like to file a police report because I was in a bike accident." And the woman said, "Whoa, a bike accident, that's an emergency. You have to call the emergency number." And I said, "What number is that?" And she said, 911. And so I was like, no, I can't call 911. This happened yesterday. And she was like, "You gotta call 911. And I said, "Please, anything else." One more time, I was like, "I can't call, something happened yesterday. I can't call 911. She said, "Well, you could go to a police station and report it there." And so that was my plan. And after work, I went to the nearby police station, and I walked in, and I said to the guy behind the window, I said, "Hi, I'd like to file a police report. I was in a bike accident." And he said, "Whoa, a bike accident. That's an emergency." "You have to call 911. And I was like, I'm in a police station. And I was like, "I got this." I said, "Actually, sir, I called non-emergency first because the bike accident happened yesterday. And then it said I could file a report here." And then he looked me in the eyes like, "Why are you telling me how to do my job?" And he said, "If you want to file a police report here, you can go sit on that bench right there and call 911. And someone will respond to you here in the police station." And I was like, what? This is taking way longer than I thought it would. And he said, "Or you can go home and call from there." Now, the thing is, I had happy hour plans, and I didn't want to miss those prices. So I said, "Well, is it okay if I just call 911 tomorrow?" And he said, "You can call 911 whenever you want." So I said, all right, that's the plan. And I went and I had some margaritas. And the next day after work, in the evening, after I made dinner and got kind of cozy, I called the cops. And I said, "I was in a bike accident on Sunday, and I'd like to file a police report." And they sent someone. I was living at 15th and Snyder at the time. And it was dark by the time the sirens came. And I saw them flashing, and I ran down, and there was like a pound on the door, and I opened it, and it wasn't a regular police car. It was like one of those SUV police cars, and they had parked it across the corner with the lights going, bouncing off the buildings. I could feel like the Italian mob. They had like a cafe up the street. They were watching me. Everyone in Melrose parking lot was like, the fuck is happening over there? And then the giant police officer was looking down at me, and he said, "So did you call 911? And I'm in like my house sweatsuit. And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "Well, what happened?" And I said, "I was in a bike accident on Sunday." And he said, "Did you call 911 for something that happened 2 days ago?" And I said, "Yes, I did." And And he said, do you know that 911 is for emergencies only? And I said, well, here's the thing, officer. Everybody told me that this was an emergency. And then I went through it. I said, listen, I tried really, really hard not to call you. I went through all the hoops, and they all told me, even a policeman told me that I had to call you. And he took all my information, like a lot of information about which police station I had gone to. And he like really like half-assedly gave me the sheet that said I had filed a report. And I never learned if anything came from it, but I did learn that there's like absolutely no reason to ever say, I'll just call 911 tomorrow. Thank you.